but it was not adopted by the principals. The Attorney General, after talking with Senator Pryor, was unwilling to consider that.
Well, but it was under consideration at the White House.
In conversations I had at the staff level, we discussed it.
Did you ever talk to anybody higher than staff level?
I don't remember talking to Harriet Myers about that notion anytime after the September email.
How often did you talk to Ms. Myers?
Oh, I would guess on average, 2 or 3 times a week.
And had you discussed it with Attorney General Gonzales in this 3-month interim?
I don't remember specifically talking with him about it. I know that in drafting the U.S. Attorney replacement plan that I did, step 5 was to follow the regular procedure and consult with the Senate.
Well, Mr. Sampson, this was a pretty big point. Although it was overlooked in the Senate, although it was in the conference report for 3 months, this was something very much on your mind, right? You can't deny that. It's right here in the emails.
After the Senate passed that provision, after the Congress passed that provision, I was aware of it.
Yeah. Well, were you aware of it before Congress passed the provision when the Department of Justice urged its adoption?
I don't remember being involved in that at all.
Okay, but you were aware of it after it was passed.
I was.
You saw the Attorney General on a daily basis?
Yes, I did.
Multiple times a day?
Yes, sir.
Talking to him about, discussing with him the plan to replace United States attorneys?
Yes, as I stated before, I kept him generally apprised of...
Okay, so you were discussing plans to replace U.S. attorneys, but you never talked to him about utilizing the provisions of the Patriot Act to circumvent the Senate?
Oh, I think I did, but I don't think he ever liked the idea very much.
Well, did he say, I don't like the idea? Did he say, I reject the idea? Or did he just listen to you and go off in another direction?
I don't remember him specifically rejecting the idea until after he spoke with Senator Pryor in mid-December, and I don't remember him specifically rejecting the idea until sometime in January.
So that he was still considering the idea. He rejected it sometime in January, still considering it in December, and we have these emails where it's still very much on your mind, and as you say, to circumvent the Senate, and what you concede is in bad faith, and it is being considered at least for one U.S. attorney, and you don't have any recollection of Ms. Myers or the Attorney General or anybody of that level of authority rejecting the idea.
I remember the Attorney General rejecting the idea.
But not in December. You said in January.
I remember him rejecting it soon after he had a conversation with Senator Pryor.
Well, you just said he rejected it in January, didn't you?
I remember that he spoke with Senator Pryor.
Now, wait a minute. I'm asking you, didn't you just say he rejected it in January?
Senator, I'm not sure whether he rejected it in late December or in early January. I don't know.
Well, did he reject it after the December 19th email, which is the critical day? That would be late December if he rejected it after that email.
I believe he did reject it after that email. I must say, I don't recall specifically, but I don't think the Attorney General ever liked the idea. He thought it was a bad idea, and he was right.
Well, we've gone round and round on that, and you don't have any recollection as to his specifically rejecting it. There are no emails on it, and it has become a matter of some concern as to how the Patriot Act was used to get this provision in, which circumvents the Senate, and then how it was actively used at a minimum in one district and without a rejection and apparently under consideration by the White House and how far up we do not know, and not rejected by the Attorney General until you've had this exchange of emails. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I've been flexible in the time in the second round.